Shalawam, Israel. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, Ba'ashim YAHAWASHI, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash, the Bawanas to the apostles and the elders, great millstone, and Shalawam to Lek out there doing this work of faith and labor of love with true sincerity. I just wanted to do a brief lesson pertaining to this clip. That the leader Taz of War put up. Pastor asked for $1,000 tights from each member. And that's this guy right here. And this just goes to show, why don't Jake wake up from this crap, man? All of you people that call yourself Christians, so-called Christians, that follow these different doctrines, the Methodist, Baptist, so on and so forth, you're following these churches for naught, man. Everything that you're doing with these churches and you think that you honoring the Most High and all that, you're totally being misled, man. The truth is out here. You have the internet. There's no reason why people should be so ignorant to the ways of the Most High, to the true teachers of the Most High. And that's us starting off with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, man. It's too much knowledge out here for people to be ignorant, and to keep allowing themselves to be led down a path of damnation, man. These are nothing but pimps, lowlifes, and scumbags that are all about money. And they talk about how you got a Rolls Royce, and live in the $1 million house and all of that old other type of stuff, man. This is nothing new. And the people want to break out into a fight. Why are you just doing this now? You Jake should have been left these so-called black churches, man. You should have been able to find this truth, throughout the internet, man. And this is why the Most High said, "It shall be no cloak for their sins," because the internet is here. The truth is here. We proclaim it constantly on the highways and byways, and when we do these sit-down lessons, man. But you keep following these pastors, man, you're going to receive your damnation, man. Right? So, real quick, this is Micah 3:11. And it says, "The heads thereof judge for reward, and the priests thereof teach for hire, and the prophets thereof divine for money. Yet will they lean upon the Lord and say, Is not the Lord among us? No evil can come upon us." So what do we notice here? What the heads thereof, the priests that teach, and the prophets, all about money. So what's the big deal with them trying to start a fight in there when they should know by now that these pastors, these preachers, they're all about the dollar bills, y'all? You feel me? Like, what is the big deal now? Why Jake want to get in such an outrage because he asking for $1,000? You know what I'm saying? Each. You should have been outraged. You should have been left the churches, man. Why would you continue to follow somebody, that lives their life in a certain manner while the so-called community is doing bad and doing poor, man? What type of sense does that make? That shows you that he's all out for his own gain. And this was happening way back when. So these same wicked pastors and preachers, they're here today and they manifest themselves. And we see them all through the spirit, man. And I learned personally through my own experiences of dealing with the churches right before I came into the truth. And, I started going to the new members classes when you start going there, like for like 4 weeks or whatever. And then, they were saying that they want to teach the book of Revelations, on Saturday. And I'm all hyped up about it. Then they said $100. That shows you what? And the priests thereof teach for hire. So you're going to teach me the book of Revelations for a price, and then you're going to break it down to me wrong? Like, what type of sense do that make, man? What prophecies, what real history of self and through the scriptures do they provide us? None whatsoever, man. None whatsoever. That's why the Lord said here, Jeremiah 3:15, "And I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding." And that's what we do through the spirit of YAHAWASHI on a consistent basis. How are you so-called Christians being fed with knowledge and understanding? You're not. You're being fed with a song and a dance from a place of knowledge and understanding, man. All right? You're being sold on a dream and a prosperity doctrine that if you tithe all this money that you're going to receive a triple fold that, man. When we not here, you know what I'm saying, to be seeking monetary gain like that within the society. We just here to do what we got to do and to get by. And that's it. But that goes to show as well that people's God is truly money, man. And what do the scriptures say about that? You cannot serve the Most High and mammon, period. You know what I'm saying? But real quick, I want to go to it's the book of Titus 1 and 10, and it says, "For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision, whose mouth must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not for filthy lucre's sake," man. This is all they're doing, teaching for filthy lucre's sake. Now, you may have some pastors or preachers out there that may be sincere, but, you know, as Apostle Tahar said before, hey, you can be sincere, and you can be sincerely wrong, man. And all of you people that are following these guys, hey, you're sincerely in error. And you're going to have to pay for the error in your ways because there's too much information out here. This truth is out here on a very broad scale, on a worldwide scale, to where brothers is waking up throughout the four corners of the earth. So there's no reason or no excuse for you to be dwelling here in America, aka Babylon the Great, and not have come across his truth and not come across the real men of Yahweh and his son YAHAWASHI. Okay, there's no excuse for it, man, period. One of themselves, even a prophet of their own, said the Christians are always liars, evil beasts, slow bellies, but they're unable to be satisfied, man. The scriptures say in Sirach, be not unsatiable on any dainty thing. Meaning, you know, basically, don't be too greedy upon things. You should be able to be satisfied, but especially with this money, the way that people idolize it, nothing is ever going to be enough because people always want to upgrade their lifestyle and live beyond their means. So you're going to have to try to keep up with that, man. America's falling, so how are you going to possibly keep up with that, man? You know, and you know, these pork chop pastors, man, you know what I'm saying? These the ones that are you know, be sleeping with your grandma, sleeping with your mom and your aunties and messing with the whole congregation, man. And an example of that is here within the scriptures. Right, and this is what I want to start at. Yeah, 1 Samuel 2 and 22, straight to the point. Now Eli was very old and heard all that his sons did unto all Israel, and how they lay with the woman that assembled at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And he said unto them, why do ye such things? For I hear of your evil dealings by all this people. Nay, my sons, for it is no good report that I hear ye make the Lord's people to transgress. So this is exactly what they're doing. They're causing the people to transgress, man. If one man sin against another, the judge shall judge him. But if a man sin against the Lord, who shall entreat for him? Notwithstanding, they hearken not unto the voice of their father, because the Lord would slay them. So they know what time it is. These pastors, they know what time it is, but they blinded by what they see. You know what I'm saying? And that's the money. And they said how, you know, this this pastor here, how he had invited Trump, or he was welcoming to Trump or something like that. They come and see him, or he saw him or something like that. So that shows you what he's trying to get a higher position within the society, man. That shows you that he's all about his own game, that he's all about himself, you know, period, man, period. And going back to this, what it said, how you heard that all his sons did unto Israel and sleeping with all the women that was at the door of the tabernacle, man. This is exactly what be going on, man. It's nothing new under the sun. So all of the things that, you know, people are seeing now and you so outraged about now, the same things was going on back then. So why should you be outraged? We telling you about these things, but you people are not listening. And it's going to continue to fall on deaf ears because, hey, you people just being damned for, you know what I mean, destruction. And that's it, man. It's plain and simple. It's plain and simple, you know. Yeah, real quick, it's Ezekiel 14:10, because, you know, people got to realize, you know, even though he's going off, but I guarantee you it's going to be many of those people that still are willing to follow him. And if they're not willing to follow him, all they're going to do is go to the church right up the block. They're still going to be following another lying scumbag, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all about the money. You know, Ezekiel 14:10, and they shall bear the punishment of their iniquity. The punishment of the prophet shall be even as the punishment of him that seeketh unto him. So what does that mean? That you're not going to go unpunished? Why? Because you're being foolish, man. And this is what the scripture says as well, right? Proverbs 14:15. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well into his going. So going back to Ezekiel 14:10, why is the punishment of the prophet shall be even as the punishment of him that seeketh unto him? So you would say, well, why am I going to get the punishment when he did the evil? You getting punishment as well because you didn't do what? You weren't prudent. It says what? But the prudent man looketh well into his going. So you didn't study. You didn't research. You didn't look into things. You saw something that was corrupt and you kept giving him the benefit of the doubt. And every time he showed you who he was, the devil, man. You know, because Esau, he is the devil, period. You know, the physical form of spiritual demon Satan. But you have our people that are devils as well, man. Deceivers, liars, man. That's all devil means, period. So all you people that are in these churches and following these philosophies, following these different doctrines, you deserve what's coming to you for not looking well into your going and being prudent. And just to, let's see what it say on this word prudent. YAHAWAH. All right. It says what? Subtle, shrewd, crafty, sly, sensible, crafty, shrewd, sensible, prudent. In a good sense, prudent, cautious. So you're not being cautious by looking into things, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, one more. What does it say? Because it's all about the knowledge, man. You got to get your knowledge up. I believe this was it. No, it's Proverbs 19:2. Proverbs 19:2. Also, the soul that be without knowledge, it is not good, and he that hasteneth with his feet sinneth. So what is the soul be without knowledge is not good. What are you getting out of being underneath them churches? You're not getting any knowledge, period. Now, what we provide the people with biblical knowledge and show you how the scriptures apply to your everyday life. Them pastors and preachers in the churches, they bringing out 1, 2, 3 scriptures in rant for hours, but not giving you, you know what I'm saying, checks and balances with the things of ancient times and things in current and marrying them together. That's what we do through the Spirit, man. And that's how we know that this is the truth, because we're able to do so, man. The words of YAHAWASHI, which are tried and true, allow us to do so, marry the ancient times with things of current times, and show forth how the Bible applies to our life on an everyday basis, man. And how this Bible, as I like to say, is FUBU for us, by us. You know what I'm saying? For us, by the God of Israel, man. You know? So, with that, like I said, man, you know, people keep following, you know what I'm saying, unto these pastors like this, asking for $1,000, man. You know what I'm saying? And you can see a lot of these dudes like on the infomercials, you know what I'm saying, at night. I remember some years back, you know, I seen them saying, it was a Edomite pastor saying, sow your triple seed blessing, you know what I'm saying, by giving $10,000, man. This is what they're all about, man. They're all about the filthy lucre. They're going to judge for reward, judge for hire, teach for hire, man. And that's it. And you're going to be sold a dream while you constantly in the poorhouse and they ranking it up to the bank, living lavish, man. You know, so with that, you know, I hope this segment was edifying. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalawam to Lek up there, doing this work of faith and live with love and true sincerity. Shalawam.